Chapter 4. The Secret of Space and Time. At Kami's lookout, the group descended through its internal levels to the entrance of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Their footsteps echoed in the solemn silence until they stepped through the threshold. On the other side, the familiar and unsettling landscape enveloped them. A smooth, white planet the size of Earth, with an equally white sky that erased any horizon. In the middle of that deserted expanse stood the entrance building, standing solitary above a shadowless sea. Goten looked up, contemplating the endless void. Feels weird being back here. How long's it been? 15 years? Since the fight with Majin Buu? Trunks nodded with a half smile. Yeah, good thing Dende managed to rebuild the door. Some people seem to forget who destroyed it. Right, Piccolo? The Namekian barely turned his head, his expression even sterner than usual. How could I forget? I had to blow up the exit because you lied about your strength. Goten let out a short laugh. Come on, we were just kids. Still, it was wild watching Boo scream a hole right through the dimension to escape. And even so, we tore open an even bigger one with our fusion, Trunks added, amused. Piccolo snorted, shaking his head. Don't kid yourselves. We got lucky that time. There's no room for games now. Trunks pulled out a capsule and threw it to the ground. With a sharp pop, the new ship deployed on the terrain. All set. Get in, he said with confidence. The group went inside. Within seconds, the cockpit lit up with a soft glow as the navigation systems activated. The hum of the engine vibrated beneath their feet, and the ship rose from the white ground, moving away from the building. Goten clasped his hands behind his head, looking at Trunks' screen with curiosity. Look, he exclaimed with youthful pride, pointing to the indicator on Earth's portal. I guess Gravek was right. We're the extremely powerful ones. I bet he didn't count on us paying him a visit. Piccolo glanced at him, nodding slightly. Exactly. The element of surprise will be our greatest advantage. Halira watched in silence. Her fingers gripped the fabric of her pants tightly, and her eyes remained fixed on the vastness. Every word about the strength of this world, every glimpse of a power capable of stopping Gravek, caused her eyes to widen with silent determination. Trunks leaned toward the controls and set the course. Destination, Toria's Gate. Stay sharp. The ship banked smoothly and entered the infinite radiance. The white dimension unfolded before them like a boundless ocean of light, where colossal spheres floated in the distance, each with a building on its surface serving as an access point to other worlds. Piccolo broke the silence, his gaze fixed on the distant horizon. I see. They're visible from here. The atmosphere of our sphere concealed them. That's why we could never see them before. Who would have imagined the Hyperbolic Time Chamber hid so many secrets? Trunks murmured, fascinated. The Namekian, his arms crossed, spoke without looking away from the void. The purpose of this place was always to be a training space. No one in their right mind would have strayed from the door. Getting lost here meant death. Besides, there was no reason to suspect there was anything beyond it. But that clarity was not uniform. It came from a single point in the heart of that dimension, a distant incandescence suspended in the middle of the void. It was not a star, but a motionless glow that tinted the entire expanse white. Halira watched it, a chill running down her spine. That center, it looks like the origin of everything. Piccolo narrowed his eyes. Whatever it is, better not get too close. The sheer immensity erased the horizon. The ship moved, but visual references were almost non-existent. Only the flashes on the screen assured them that they were advancing toward another portal. Time lost its meaning in that void, until, finally, the ship began its descent. Before them emerged the target structure, a building similar to the one on Earth. But this time, the vision was different. Through the front glass, they spotted a long formation of ships identical to Halira's, stretching out next to the building. "There they are," Trunks said, tightening his jaw at the sight of them. "They have the same design as yours, Halira, and they're all missing the same piece on the fuselage." She nodded uneasily. "Yes, I wonder what it could be." "It looks like a large group," Piccolo warned. Halira swallowed hard. "I can face them if necessary, but the true danger is Gravek." Goten let out a confident huff. "Then there's nothing to worry about. If they're weaker than him, we'll defeat them without any trouble." "Even so," Piccolo replied. "We will proceed with caution." When the hatch opened, the group stepped out and entered the building, suppressing their ki completely. Piccolo was the first to step through the door toward Halira's world, checking the terrain. Trunks and Goten followed closely behind. Halira took a deep breath and stepped through the door after them. The white dimension fell away, and the shadows of Toria's temple enveloped her like a painful memory. The worn columns and cracked walls still seemed to uphold the dignity of the place, but the echo in the hallways sounded too empty, too recent. Halira took a few steps forward and, with her heart pounding, was the first to step out of the temple. Meanwhile, far from it all, at the gates of hell, Goku and Oob were effortlessly striking down dark beings. The echo of their blows rattled the foundations of the palace above, where souls were judged by King Yema. Supreme Kai had already entrusted them with tasks like this in other corners of the universe, and they accepted them gladly. For Oob, it was real experience, a way to temper his strength in battle. For Goku, it was nothing more than training for his disciple. But this time, something felt different.